up my art with dynamic pose and Arrtx color pencils. Trying to draw dynamic or action pose can really boost your art skill. And today, after spending a while drawing mostly static pose for my character studies, I told myself, okay, it's time to make something cool, something stylish, something with impact. And for the coloring part, I'm going to use the color pencil I got from Arrtx. I want to try them out and see what I can do. So what's up everyone, welcome back, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. First things first, this video is not sponsored by Arrtx. So for this drawing, I am using character I already create. Whenever I draw dynamic pose, I like to imagine a teeny mise-en-scène first, a little moment, a mini scenario, something that gives the pose meaning and action. For the first drawing, I pictured my character surrounded by enemies ready to fight. The pose I built was his body leaning slightly forward, legs apart, head looking back over his right shoulder. On his face, I want that feeling of controlled rage, like rage inside but masquerade. It already looks dynamic, but I want to push it further. So I imagine him activating his power, all his energy condensing into his right hand, like a mini tornado swirling into the center of his fist. This is only my second time using color pencil since I was a kid, but I already had a plan for the color. I choose red as the main color because his power is like fire that he compressed inside his hand. So I grabbed a shade of red, orange and yellow. I start with the power effect, yellow in the center, fading to orange and then red around the edge, classic fire transition. For his gloves, I use red and gray, adding dark gray to make the red stand out. And honestly, I did not expect this, but shading with these pencils is actually super easy. Maybe some of you already knew that, but to me it was impressive since I had not used pencils in so long. I do not have a special technique. If I get the result I want, that is enough for me. And with this first drawing, I will really enjoy playing with colors because the dynamic pose turned out exactly like I want. For the second drawing, the idea was very clear. Let's add another character drawing the first one in the same battlefield. His pose, he's facing his friend back toward the enemies, looking over his left shoulder and channeling his power in his left hand. On his face, same rage, same energy because they are fighting side by side. His body is leaning forward, his power hand is stretched forward in perspective, and the right hand is close to the body, ready to react. They are from the same squad, so their clothes have similarities, but not exactly the same. Small details make each character unique. His character's power is blue fire. You might think it's water, but no. It's still fire, just more powerful and unstable. And yes, if this reminds you of something, you know where I got the inspiration. I used tons of blue shades. At first, I did not know where to start, and then I thought, start with the lightning. Let the power effect decide the color placement. So I used lighter blue to show the reflection of his face and clothes, then layer darker blue afterward. For shading with pencil, I realized use the lightest color first, then slowly add darker shades until it looks right. I also add a bit of the first character's red power effect because in my mind they are fighting together like brothers in arms. The hardest part was the part behind his glowing hand. To make the power pop, I darkened the clothes behind it. And I had a touch of yellow on his zipper for contrast. What I love about dynamic drawing is that you really enter the drawing. Each pencil stroke reminds you of the joy of coloring. When I finished the second one, I stepped back and saw the red character on the left and the blue character on the right. And yes, this is the result I want. For the third drawing, I keep the same vibe, still excited from the first two. Again, I pick one of my characters, imagine a little scenario, through about what was happened in the scene, and build the pose from that. The pose, body leaning forward, left hand in attack position, right legs ready to push forward, and the face screaming with rage. Coloring, I choose green, shade of green plus black. While coloring, I imagine something fun. Just like the others, his power shows up in his hand, but this time it looks like plasma. That his hand becomes almost transparent from the energy, like you could see the bones of his finger glowing. So I use dark green for the bones, lighter green around them, and bright green radiating out. The power effect is not super clear at first, so I darkened the jacket to make that green glow more visible. I left some areas white on purpose, parts of the clothes and even the face, to increase contrast and give it a stylish look. While drawing this one, I realized something important. When you understand what the character is doing emotionally, drawing becomes pure joy, even if color pencil take more time, but the result is worth every minute. For the fourth drawing, you already know what I was aiming for. The same intensity, the same dynamic pose energy. Same process, I took this character from my old character studies. The pose, right fist clenching ready to punch, body leaning forward, face shouting with rage. Once the pose was clear, I already imagined his power, lightning but with a fast, sharp, raising effect. In my mind, the third character's punch comes from above, and this one's punch raised from below. Adding that vision only makes the drawing way easier. I choose purple, pink, violet, and white for highlights. Why? Because lining is usually yellow or blue, and I want something different this time. His power comes from inside his body, so I want colors that feel unique. I noticed the pencils are soft, not hard. So you do not need to press hard to get a good blind. Just layer slowly, one coat at a time. This drawing was fast to color because I did not need heavy shading. The contrast between dark area and glowing light was enough to show the speed effect. When I finished both drawings, the third on the left and the fourth on the right, I reappreciate how their power and color works together. Here are the things I learned today. Practicing dynamic or action pose really improves your art skills. To find the pose, imagine a little story, a simple scenario. Think about the color well, thinking about the drawing, and enjoy the coloring process. Coloring pencil takes time, but it's worth it. I hope this video inspires you to try drawing some badass pose, or even to attempt that one pose you have always dreamed of drawing. Thanks for subscribing, thank you for your comment, and as always, see you in the next video. Peace.